Hey everyone. Hello Virgo. Welcome to this space. Welcome to... We're not in Virgo season yet as I'm giving you this reading, but by the time you guys watch this, it might be Virgo season. We are currently still in Leo season as I'm giving you guys this reading. So, but if it's Virgo season as you watch this, happy birthday, Virgo. This is going to be a message regarding, or messages, multiple messages regarding the Virgo new moon coming up for your season as we are re-entering your season once again as we close out this summer. Okay, you are the last zodiac sign to enjoy the summer with all of us, right? We are going to focus on the sun, moon, and rising placements. Please check your moon and or rising placements for deeper resonance, Virgo. And we're going to go ahead and jump right in. I am also reading for sidereal and Western astrological charts. So if you want to listen more for your sidereal placement, definitely check that message out, whatever your sidereal sign is, which I think might be for some of you for your sun sign is going to be, if you're a Virgo in Western astrology, you are a Leo in your sidereal. And that's going to pertain more to deeper spiritual knowledge about your current situation that you are in right now during this full or new moon in Virgo. Okay, so sorry you guys, I have to kind of break these cards back in because I haven't used them in a while, but I felt it would be good to break them out for Virgo, this Virgo new moon message. Okay, all right, y'all. Ancestors, guardians and protectors, I thank you for your energy. Ancestors of light, messengers of light, what messages can you relay to those born under the sign of Virgo and their sun, moon, and or rising placements for this Virgo new moon? What messages from the cosmos, from the planets, from the gods or goddesses up there or out there? What messages do you guys have from them to the sign of Virgo? Let's see. Sun, moon, and rising signs. And we're just going to shuffle through, you guys. I'm kind of doing this, you know, instead of shuffling and splitting the deck. Just allowing the ancestors to choose the cards. Some of you guys could have been dealing with a lot of disruption in your life. Frustrations, annoyances for the past month or two. Mercury is your ruler, so it being in retrograde for the past, for the past 3 weeks could be a lot, Virgo, but that, you know, that's Mercury. So if you have Mercury in Virgo, then, you know, you probably were really feeling those energies. Okay. A lot. Let's see about this new moon, ancestors for Virgo. Virgos, those born under the sign of Virgo. Let's see. Jeez. Okay, Virgo, you have prayer. In moments of, like, again, some of you guys may have been dealing with frustrations. Disruptions. Some of you guys have some requests, some things that you need For those of you, Virgo, if you're afraid to ask for help, face that fear, please, under this Virgo new moon. Prayer, a lot of the time is, you're just asking. And some of you guys don't like asking. You don't like asking for things. And this is the illustration for this card. Hopefully you guys can see it okay. So as you offer your prayers up to the gods, up to God, up to Mother Nature, Mother Earth, what have you, you have red again, south red. Some of you guys, the color red is very significant to you. Bloodline is also significant. Be careful who you're talking to, Virgo. Be careful who you talk to. Be careful who you are gossiping with. I would say stay away from gossip in general. There's just something here where, maybe there's some type of truth that you need before you go gossiping or go telling information, or before, you receive information and run with it. There's something here, Virgo, under this new moon that you just need to be careful who you're talking to. Be careful who you are divulging information to. But again, for those of you, okay, there goes that word freedom again. Some of you guys might be, as you enter this Virgo, when the Aquarius full moon passed, you guys may have been faced with something that has kept you in a type of prison. Something that's kept you closed in, something that has, again, it could be an addiction to something. It could be, again, drinking or smoking or eating too much or eating too little. Maybe you're addicted to a certain type of food, a certain beverage, I don't know, but addicted to buying things, collecting things, addicted to a certain relationship. It's just become codependent and just unhealthy. And you need help, Virgo. You may not realize it, but you do need help. You know, in order to get out of this, you may feel like, oh, I can just rise above it. I can just do this. As long as I do this, I'll be able to get out of it. But then you find that you are not out of it because you need help. You need to be careful who you're talking to, because, if you have some type of an addiction, or if you have a problem, or if you're in a prison, or you're stuck in you feel stuck in a situation, whatever the case may be careful who you talk to about those things, because those people could keep you in the same predicament. They may not want you to grow and thrive. They may not want to see you do better than them. Could be that who you talk to, the only thing that you guys ever talk about is what's the bad things that's going on in your life, this woe is me attitude, this depression. It's like they're never really talking about anything getting better in their lives. Okay, I think my ancestors want me to stop there. So, you need help, Virgo. And that nowadays, especially depending on how prideful you may be, that can be the worst thing that you can ever hear. That can be the worst thing you can ever hear about yourself, is that you need help. But once you face that, like, I need help. I need someone to help me. I need someone who has the expertise, that has the knowledge to get me out of whatever stupor I'm in, or whatever cage that I'm in, wherever I'm stagnant in my life, I need someone to get me out of it. What choice are you going to make? This is a time of quiet. We are all astrologically being forced. It doesn't matter what, what's in your chart. We are all astrologically being forced to be quiet, to pull our energy back, and to face ourselves. So Virgo, you need to take this opportunity of quiet. The universe is clearing an area for quiet time for all of us. It's saying, okay, stop what you're doing and be quiet. Look at your circumstances, because we have Saturn here. We have Pluto in Aquarius. We have Saturn in Aries, and it's in retrograde. Like, stop what you're doing. Look at yourself. Look at what's going on around you. Is this what you want? Is this what you want for your life, Virgo? It's time to start praying more. It's time. We're going to pull, I would say I'm getting 4 tarot cards. We're going to, ancestors, 4 tarot cards for Virgo. You may see yourself as a caterpillar right now. A caterpillar, I don't think a caterpillar necessarily sees itself as a butterfly just yet. It just sees itself for what they are. They are a caterpillar at that time, right? That's what it sees. So you may just see yourself as a caterpillar. Now, you may look at other people around you and you see them as these big, beautiful butterflies. They may have things that you want. They have these big, beautiful wings, and they're able to go places that you want to go. Yeah. Absolutely. You're looking around you and you're like, man, I want that. But how do I get there? How you get there, Virgo, is doing the things that scare you. And some of those things has an element of sacrifice. There is something that you need to leave behind. Okay, I guess the ancestors want to pull 5 cards for you. And then we have the Knight of Fire. So some of you guys, you're dealing with a Leo or Sagittarius, or you have Leo or Sagittarius in your chart. You guys, you want some adventure, but there's this need to pull back and decide, okay, what kind of adventure do you actually want to start? What kind of adventure do you want to embark on? Right? We have the 6 of Water, 6 of Cups, the High Priestess, the Knight of Cups, the 10 of Earth, or the 10 of Pentacles, and the Fool. Going back to square one. Or going back to square zero, or just zero, right? Just starting over, right? You could be starting something over in your life. Maybe you're, again, for those of you who may be dealing with addictions, you have to learn how to, live your life. Some of you guys may have gotten out of prison. You have to learn how to live your life all over, out in the world. Some of you guys may have been in the military. I don't know. Like, there's something, maybe you've been in a relationship for a very long time and, it was very codependent, and now you're single, or, whatever. You're having to understand how to gain your own sense of independence and confidence back, right? Sorry, guys. I don't know if you guys can really see. I hope you guys can see the cards. But there's something about the past. You could have some childhood memories or childhood traumas, okay? You could really just be thinking about the past and who you were. And as you dig deep into the spiritual aspects of your past, you start to realize that there were some elements that created or played into some of the disheartening experiences that you have had to go through up until now. Some of you guys have been put in a situation where you are kind of being forced to slow down. Okay, let's clarify these cards really quickly. We're going to clarify the Six of Cups, this past energy. But as you move forward into the future, Virgo, I do see long life. I do see a happy life. I do see financial security. Yeah. Oh, wow. Some of you guys are really holding on to some secrets here from your past. Things that you don't want to talk about because they're too painful to talk about. Yeah. There's something here about your parents. There's something here about your parents and how you see your future based on what your parents taught you. For some of you. Some of you guys had to grow up really fast. Let's go ahead and clarify the High Priestess. Thank you, ancestors. But Virgo, there's a lot of blessings for you here. I do see that. A lot of blessings for you, but you have to leave this pain behind. You have to heal this. Leave it behind. You cannot go relive the past. You can't. You have been pondering and feeling some energies about your health. There have been some wounds. You've been very courageous though when it comes to your money. Your spirit has been guiding you to continue no matter how hard it is. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck again. Look at that. You've been, with this money card, with your health, your physical health, and even your sexual health. You have the Tower, the Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. You've been through it. You've been through it. And these trials and tribulations that you've been through they've taught you a lot for sure, but I'm also getting that some of you guys are very intuitive and you don't really realize it. You don't realize that you have some very powerful gifts here. But your intuition, you guys are also very empathetic, but your intuition has been guiding you down this path of longevity when it comes to finances, longevity when it comes to your relationships, especially your romantic partnerships. But I'm just getting that there have been some really hard lessons and you've been stubborn along the way. You've been stubborn along the way. Let's clarify the Knight of Cups. You've been kind of stubborn. And this is why the Tower card has shown itself, because your guides have been desperately trying to get you to pay attention to what you have been doing to yourself and trying to show you how to gain access to this abundance. Some of you guys are very much focused on money, and you guys have like some type of good luck when it comes to that. Let's look at the Knight of Cups. Let's see what the Knight of Cups is speaking to you guys about. This is something romantic. You're chasing after something. It doesn't have to be a person. You could be just have like a heartfelt desire for, it could be for someone or for something. Maybe there's a career, maybe there's a certain way of life that you really want and you're passionate about it, right? You are emotionally attracted to something or someone. This is not something that just, you know, it's just on a whim. You're just like, I want this person, or it's like, no, this is something you've been thinking about. This is something that you actually see for yourself in your future. You actually see this bringing some type of optimism, some type of happiness to your life. And again, it could be a person, place, or thing, okay? It doesn't have to be a romance. Romance doesn't always have to pertain to sexuality or sex or intercourse. You know, it can just be you're just romanticizing your life and there's something that you really want to accomplish. And your heart is set on that, you know? But we'll see. We'll see. What is this Knight of Swords speaking to Virgo about ancestors? Like, who or what is this knight? Oops, this knight. Yeah, so, okay, it does have something to do with money, being at your best financially and physically, like with your health. This can also be you wanting to be the head of your household or raise a family with somebody. Even if you don't have anybody in mind right now, you may just be thinking about that. Like, I want to meet somebody. You know, you could be thinking about that now, or you were thinking about that in the past. And then we have the Sun card. I love seeing that. That's Leo. So some of you guys have Leo in your chart, or you are dealing with a Leo. We have the Two of Staves, the Two of Wands again. That's Aries. Some of you guys have an Aries in your life. I see Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Aquarius here with Leo. And Pisces and Cancer are here too, as well as Scorpio, Sagittarius as well. But I'm also getting, like, again, I see these two, I see them as parents. So these could, like, in the past, this card, the Two of Wands wanted to show itself. So this can be with your parents, but I also get that there is some of you, you know, if we want to get on like karmic partners or soulmates or romance, if we're talking about romance, there is someone here that you see as worth your investment. You see them as worth your time. You see them as someone that you can grow with. You want to grow old with them. Like, this is what you see with them. Or even if you don't necessarily see it, that's not what you're thinking about. Like, you may be thinking about it indirectly, or it's there in your subconscious, you know. But some of you guys, this is definitely a soulmate for some of you. And with the Empress at the bottom of that, this person is very beautiful to you. Whether they're male or female, this person is very beautiful to you. Let's clarify the Ten of Earth for you guys for this Virgo new moon. But there's someone or something that is very beautiful to you, and you feel safe with them. But if this is a place or like a thing, like your career or somewhere you want to move, like there's a place where you want to move where you really want. It's a beautiful place. You know, you're going to meet beautiful people and have beautiful experiences, and you're going to feel safe and secure in your life. So whenever I see the Empress, I see security, I see safety, I see beauty, Venus energy, fertility. And it doesn't necessarily have to be with a person. It could just be with multiple people where you just have great friendships, you know, as well as a good romantic partnership, as well as a good relationship with your job or within your career. Wow, we got the Two of Wands and the Empress again that popped out for the Ten of Earth. So yeah, there is someone that you see as, some of you guys, if you're a male, you see someone as the mother of your children in the future, or maybe you're with somebody who is a mother to your children, and you guys are going to grow old together, and that's in your future if you choose this, right? But there's something with your past that is very heartbreaking for you, and there's a lot of healing that is needed. So in order for this to take off for you, Virgo, in order for you to have this harmony, this beauty, this safety and security, and this deep love with somebody, or with a person, place, or thing again, or at your job, if you want to travel more, whatever it is, you need to heal this past situation. You need to let this go. The past is the past. It's done. There's nothing that you can do about it. I'm also getting, like, whenever I see, let's go ahead and clarify the Fool or the Dreamer card. Some of you guys, again, I'm just getting like you guys are not drinking enough water, and your body is actually suffering because of that, and you don't realize it. Others of you drinking alcohol. There's something with alcohol here. You're drinking too much, and it's clouding your judgment. Because truthfully, there is someone in your life or something in your life that you want it to remain. You want it to grow. You want it to have longevity. And then we have the Heavenly Master. There you go. There's who you're praying to. Who is your master, Virgo? You don't have to be religious. You know, you can just have a sense of, if you have a sense of spirituality, like, are you praying? Because you're being offered help, but you're just like, I don't need that. You know, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'll be all right. You better cut it out, Virgo. You better ask for help. You better get your blessings. You better get that money. If somebody's able to help you, you better go get it. You better go get the help, right? If there's someone who loves you and they want to see you thrive and they have what you need, what are you sitting there like rejecting it for, right? Knight of Wands, there's Sagittarius, Leo again, Knight of Coins, 2 Knights. Because this is the Hierophant, the Heavenly Master is the Hierophant, that's Taurus. So some of you guys, Venus is here to help you. The planet Venus, love, beauty. This is the planet that wants to, and the deities attached to that planet, they want to help you. They want to transform your life. But you having 2 Knights here means that you have help and guidance and support when it comes to your money and your health from the deities and the beings and ancestors or your creator when it comes to your health and money, and from the beings who are connected to your movement, to your passions, to your career, what have you, right? You have help. You just don't want it. And then we have death. Scorpio. Scorpio is, Pluto is in Aquarius right now. Now, what's interesting is that you have death and you have this little gremlin or this little demon petitioning this deity, right? Which one are you going to ask for help from? Is it this one? Are you going to continue to pray or to give your energy and your service to this darkness? Or are you going to give your energy to the light? Which one do you want? You can't have one or the other, because this is your past. It needs to be booted out. This is your future, okay? Ponder this, Virgo. And I get the feeling, just looking at this reading, I have faith that you guys are going to be all right. You're going to choose well. You're going to choose the right thing for yourself, because you want this. And the way astrology is set up, the way the planets are set up right now, and as they make their movements and their transits between constellations, this is a ripe time to really get down to business and get what you want, to go after what you want, make the right choices. Let's go ahead and get some advice for you guys moving forward. What is some advice? We'll pull 2 cards for advice for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, ancestors. Thank you. That you do have a deep love here with someone. And it is very beautiful. It is very happy, but there's a part of you that's not fully happy. No matter how much happiness surrounds you, it's like wow, okay. You have love. You have the stone is called 𝘠𝘢𝘱𝘱𝘺. I've never heard of a stone like that, but it's the card of love. I am love and love is me. There is that Venus energy. You guys are not too good or too bad for love, Virgo. Let's pull 1 more card. Let's pull 2 more cards for Virgo ancestors for the overall advice and guidance for this Virgo new moon for the next 30 days or so. You have 𝘠𝘠𝘱𝘱𝘺, self-acceptance, loving yourself. I fully accept myself and know that I am worthy of great things in life. I fully accept myself and know that I am worthy of great things in life. 1 more, ancestors for Virgo. one more. Advice and guidance for Virgo. This is very beautiful, Virgo. It's going to be all right. Seeing the Sun card come out, you're going to be fine. The past has been rough. The past has been rough, but leave it behind. Leave all the roughness behind. You had to go through that. Forgive the past. You can't change it, but you can change what you're doing now. And you do have someone with you, Virgo. You guys are going to grow old with this person. You have history with this person if this is a person. Okay. Others of you, if this is a job, you're going to retire from this job. It's a good job. It's a good job. This is beautiful to see, y'all. But you know, you may be clouded. You may not feel like it's as beautiful, but it is. You're just, your judgment is clouded, Virgo, okay? But you got nothing but goodness here. Ooh. Healthy body. Yeah, like we were talking about, like when it comes to your health, you have agate. Okay, and it says every little cell in my body is happy and healthy. Every cell in my body is happy and healthy. All right, Virgo. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, guys.